Hello and welcome to this October 28th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we're taking a look at American Superconductor Corp, ticker symbol AMSC. This is a $1.6 billion technology company. Taking a look at the chart, you can see the stock had just simply gone sideways for several months. The high was up around $33.50. We had a low close at about $25, so about an $8.50 range that the stock traded in for about a 6-month period. Early October, we had the gap up. Big volume. It was the biggest volume we had seen since May, so in about 5 months we got the gap up, took out the resistance level, and continued pushing higher. Got almost all the way up to $39, so roughly about, I don't know, maybe 16% or so above the breakout level. And in doing so, by the time we got up to that $39 level, you can see we printed a shooting star candle at the top, which is a reversing candlestick. Did it on some pretty good volume, and then also did it with very overbought conditions. We had the stochastics up near 100. We had RSI in the mid 80s, and that combination is lethal. Very difficult to extend a rally when you've got overbought conditions that severe. And as a result, we have seen AMSC pull back. We went back down over about a 4 or 5 day period, all the way back to the 20-day moving average. You can see the tails have gotten pretty close to the breakout level around 33.50, and in fact Wednesday's low was 33.69, which was literally within about maybe 15-20 cents of the breakout level after trading less than 2 weeks ago, or about 2 weeks ago, up near 39. So a nice pullback. The volume has come back down. We did have one big volume day on the pullback, but that was on this gap down here, and there was really no serious price support levels lost, no major moving averages, no trend lines. So it was a heavy volume selling day, but you can see even on this day we had a long tail to the downside, meaning that there was a lot of selling intraday, but the stock did recover later in the day. So now we've got AMSC, which is pulled back close to its 20-day, not far from price support, in a much better position now to consider a long entry than where we were just a couple of weeks ago. When you get into a stock that's this extended, the MACD is this stretched, you've got overbought conditions like this, you run the risk of a serious pullback in the near term, which is what we saw here with AMSC. But now that we've pulled back and we've gotten closer to this support level, what used to be resistance is now support. It's gap support, also price support. AMSC from the current price down to about 33.50 looks pretty decent here. From a target standpoint, we would look initially to move back up into the 38.50 area, maybe even up to 39 to test this tail that we had put in a couple of weeks ago. But I think this one's going to go a little bit beyond that. We had gone sideways, consolidated in about an $8.50 range. So when we break up above 33.50, I'm actually looking for about a $42 target here. So AMSC, first resistance on the way back up. You got to get through these tails in the mid 35, about 35.5 range. Then you've got your gap resistance 36.5, and then ultimately up in the 38s to close to 39 before perhaps achieving that target near $42. So AMSC does look pretty good though here on the pullback. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at investedcentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.